Evening. I'm just trying this out, see how it works. I'm painting up more American War Independence at the minute. I don't know kind of about you guys, but depending on the figure I'm painting, I'll either do a brown undercoat or a black undercoat. I've never tried a grey undercoat. I don't know what people's thoughts are on that, but I've never tried a grey. I'm thinking about it. Sorry, I've turned on the radio. I don't know. When I'm painting, I tend to have the radio on in the background. I tend not to watch. I know some people like watching films and stuff like that, but I tend to listen to music and or podcasts or books, audiobooks. I'm sort of taking a break. I've been listening to Anthony Beefer's book on Second World War. I'm on the 4th volume of one book. It's 6 hours a book. So it's pretty hard going. I don't know what other people's thoughts are on when they paint and what they do. I remember speaking to Phil, and a guy I know, and he used to listen to cricket. I'm not into cricket, but I certainly didn't mind listening to odd music and that. Using Citadel paints here for these with a brown undercoat. These are Highlanders for the American War Independence, if it's no obvious for that. See them? Wait a minute, I'll get in the camera shot because I'm taking this at an angle. This is a new technique, trying a new technique for me. Maybe that's better. There we go. Wee Kilmarnock bonnets. It'll be, I don't know, I think they'll be the trickiest bit of this. But I thought I'd go back to American War Independence because I've not done many in a while. I've only had a couple of games. No, but actually I've only had one game with American War Independence since I've started the collection. I've got a fair bit, and I've still got a hell of a lot in the boxes still to do. But cool. Probably like everybody else at the minute. There's a bit I've missed. I kind of paint in numbers, that's what I normally do. Same bit at a time. Saves a lot of time changing it. I do paint the odd figure on its own, so you're changing colours all the time, but I prefer painting by numbers, as they say. I like doing one thing and then going on to another. I wouldn't say it. I always say I'm an average painter. Some painting out there is just amazing sometimes, and I think, how do they do it? But I've kind of, I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of limited with time. My friend, he tends to paint in the morning before he goes to work. He gets up early, and that's what he does. I tend to be a late bod, a night owl, and I tend to paint up to just after midnight, sometimes 12:30, 1 o'clock, and that's me done. I know I've done something, but I don't paint every night. Some kind of family time and time with the missus and watching odd film or TV tends to eat in your time as well, so any time on the brushes is precious, but I do enjoy it. So I don't know about everybody else, but it's just another hobby that I enjoy. I know some guys, they just live and breathe all the time, but I've got other things that I do as well that I enjoy, but I must admit this is probably my favourite, but hey ho. And also got some of these as commanders, just show you that. It's some American War Independence commanders. Undercode ready to go. Oh god, I'm all over the place with this camera, sorry about this guys. So they're ready to go. So But at the minute, yeah, I just seem to be, I'm sure everybody's the same at the minute. They seem to be buying more than what they're painting, I think. You know what I mean? It's just how it is at the minute. You know, you're with the lockdown. If you're obviously, there's a lot of people out there that probably well, it's not been the best times for them. But obviously, looking at the share price of Games Workshop and what I've heard in the industry, everybody's doing fairly well out of it. You know what I mean? Because people are not going any place, so maybe if they do have any spare cash, then maybe no spending it on a night out or whatever, and buying a few minis. And I think that's basically what's happening. You know, I've certainly bought more miniatures this year than what I would normally do, but then I would normally have a couple of big spends at a few shows, but to be fair, it's normally only Scottish shows, but I still spend a fair bit of both. But with all shows being cancelled, it's mail order has been the way. But Partisan's on. I would like to go to Partisan. I've never been to Partisan, but been a couple of shows in south of the border, but no Partisan. I'd like to go, but I just always think, oh, spend the money on getting more miniatures. But Carnade is been pushed back to September, which is a good thing. I'm hoping that goes ahead. Well, I hope so, because I'm scheduled to put on a demo game there, so we'll see what happens. I've done a couple of demo games in the past, but I kind of fell out of the way because you need the kind of support, and if you don't get the support, sometimes it can be pretty tricky for people to put the shows on. It's a lot of work. You know what I mean? It just seems to be the way these days. It can be a lot of work, but hey ho. Anyway, I hope everybody's enjoying whatever they are doing at the minute on the hobby. I'm hoping to get an order over the next couple of days for some well, I've been collecting Napoleonics again. I've not started it. I did have a Napoleonics a long time ago and I had a few painted, but I got rid of them. And then I had 10mm Napoleonics and I got rid of them. I gave them to somebody I knew. I just thought I'll never get around to painting them. But I've started collecting again and I've got an idea for how I'm going to use them. A bit unconventional, but you know, we'll see how that goes. But that's it well off. Look, this is typical Perry's. Look there, I've been cleaned these off and there's just a tiny wee bit, I don't know if you can see it under there, a flash. I might even pick that off. Well, I can. That's the only thing with Perry's, their poses are, and their faces and stuff are fantastic, but their casting process and their molds must be on there. I don't know, I think it's the molds. I just think with the amount of stuff they do, they just never get around to keep up the molds. You need to put a process in place where once you've done so many molds and you start getting this, you need to invest in redoing the molds, because I used to do a bit of casting myself, but it'll be cost, isn't it, I suppose. It's not like the Perry's are short or bother to. Anyway, that was just a quick update, and well, hopefully you all have a good weekend when it comes. Bye for now.